It's like my Mario Cup. I can't remember where we got it from now, but we've had it ages, and we got matching one. No, I do remember it. They were from what do you call it? The Card Factory in our mall that we go to. But I mean, I like Mario. Mario's very cool, and I like drinking water. So that's cool. I wanted to do also. Hi everyone. I wanted to do a quick video. Quick. I assume it'll be quick. I don't have too much to talk about or show, but there are a few things. I wanted to do a quick video on Metal Gear Solid Delta because I finished it last night, like at literally 3 AM. And I got to sleep at probably around 6 just because I could not fall asleep after finishing this game. I wanted to speak about it while it was fresh in my mind. If you hear any noise, it's probably kids outside. I don't know why they're not at school. They should be, but they've not been today. So yeah, Delta. What an absolutely incredible, not only game, but what an incredible remake. I never played the original, I said in my last video. I've seen gameplay of the original. I was watching, I think it's CDogVA play it, because it was his first time playing through Delta as well. Not Delta, through Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater as well. So as I got further into this, I was watching him further behind me, but he was playing the original one, so that I could like compare. And just wow, what an absolutely incredible gameplay experience, what an incredible story, incredible music, like certain moments in this where the music starts kicking in. Obviously everybody knows about the infamous long 2-minute ladder. Haunting, very, very haunting when that like Snake Eater song kicks in and it's the a cappella version. Absolutely beautiful, haunting moment, love it. And as a man who is very, very used to long ladders in video games, if you've played Bloodborne, you know exactly what I mean. There is a very, very long ladder in Bloodborne, followed by another very long ladder in Bloodborne. Just a really great moment. And I've seen people that were like complaining about wanting to either skip it or finding ways to get around it just because they were bored while climbing. And it's like, why would you be bored when you're experiencing this like, you know, near penultimate moment to the end of the game? It's like, I think 2/3 of the way through when it happens, you've just fought the end and you've just beaten the end, and then you climb up this really long ladder. Snake Eater comes in and it's a cappella and the echo. It's such a beautiful, beautiful moment. I can't imagine why anyone would want to skip that. But that's just me. I don't know. I found it just amazing. I loved it. They are really annoying. I don't know where to really start other than the ladder. It was a great moment to start, I suppose, or a great place to start. But I don't know, just the beginning, the Halo jump, absolutely incredible, phenomenal. And I looked at, obviously, footage of that as well from the old game. I was just baffled by how good it looked back then. In this, obviously, the graphics are, like, amazing. But then you go back and you see tiny details, like when he flicks the cigar and stands on it when it comes rolling back down the jump, what would you call it, the door of the plane, I guess, as it's opening, and like the billowing of his wingsuit as well. Like, holy shit, just those, I can't believe that was even possible on a PS2. And obviously in this it looks 10 million times better. I don't think I've seen like proper billowing clothes in video games since like a COD game, maybe, I don't know. But it looked just amazing. There's so many tiny moments in this that made me go, wow, that's actually incredible that they managed to pull that off not only in this version, but in the PS2 version. Like, Jesus Christ. I'll put this down for now and just have a little chat. I got, actually, this Deluxe edition, and I will show you what's in this in just a moment, because it's incredible. I went back and forth multiple times thinking about, trying not to get the glare, thinking about whether I should get this version, because £90 is a lot of money, but I can honestly say that it's absolutely worth it. It is gorgeous, and I really love that this is a slipcover with a hard box inside, as opposed to like a big box cardboard thing that can get crushed by Amazon at like the slightest, you know, knock or parcel on top of it. So yeah, my experience with Delta has been pretty much 90%, 95% positive. There are a few moments that I actually got really freaking tilted and ended up going on Reddit to be like, is it just me, or is it like not the game, but the game, I guess. So the two moments I had were the Fury, the boss fight, if you know, you know, or if you got past it really easily, I don't know. But I took literally about an hour on that boss fight. It was ridiculous. The beginning, the Fury is a guy who's wearing a spacesuit. He's got a freaking jetpack that shoots flames out as he flies, and he's got a flamethrower. That's the Fury. So he's completely just fire-based boss. So that's a plane or a helicopter outside. Really loud. And yeah, the first phase, you get him to half health, so you've got 2 phases. But the first phase, you just going down these little alleyways. There's like 6, I think, all in a row. So it's like boop 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 boop. And you're looking around the edge trying to locate him, and then when you locate him, you just shoot him in the back. That's it. That's the whole first phase of the boss fight. It's pretty easy once you like have gotten used to it. You know what you're doing. And then when you get into half health, he goes absolutely fucking apeshit. He will not stand still. He knows exactly where you are for some reason, despite Snake's like not only skill, but Snake's whole thing is that he's stealthy. He's creeping around. I'm not walking, I'm creeping, even crawling sometimes, and the Fury just knows exactly where I am. And it pissed me off because it felt so unfair that that's Snake's skill. He's like the sneaking guy, and this guy just knows exactly where I am for no reason. He hardly ever lost me. I got completely lucky, I think, on the... I'll put some footage in, actually, while I'm talking about it, because I saved my boss fight, but I got completely lucky when I actually beat him. I just decided to shoot and actually won somehow. But yeah, I mean, there's water pipes above a few of the alleys, but not all of them. So even though, you know, you can shoot the water pipes to make the water come out, and thus the fire will, you know, die. There's not on all of them. So sometimes you've just got nowhere to go. I'm trying to use claymores at one point as well. That didn't work because I ran into them like a moron. It drove me insane. It took about an hour, but I finally did it, and I felt good after I did it. But throughout, I was very mad, and I didn't like it. The rest of the boss fights were great. The Volgin boss fight was actually really fun. The first time you fight Volgin, I was kind of like, meh, whatever. Electric Man beat him up. That was... I was trying to CQC him, if you know what that means. If you've played the game, if you haven't, it means close quarters combat. So I'm beating him up, basically. And yeah, the first phase, I was trying to CQC him because he kept telling me to put my weapon away, so I did. And I was like, there's not enough time to do this because you're on like a 5-minute time limit. I could do the first phase of the fight, full health bar, nearly. Or it was like the... because I was trying to CQC, it was going for non-lethal. I didn't know that at the time, but it took like half of his stamina bar, and that took 2 minutes. And then I had like 2 to 3 minutes left to get the rest of it gone, but I didn't have enough time, so I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Realised that I was non-lethaling, and then I was like, nah, screw this, I'm just going to shoot him. So I CQC'd him, and then shot him with a sniper rifle when he was on the floor, and I killed him in like a minute. It was easy. The second part of his boss fight was really, really cool, when you're fighting the Shagohod. Sounds like a weird word if you don't know Metal Gear Solid, but it's a Metal Gear, basically. It's a tank that shoots nuclear missiles while it's going 300 miles per hour down a 3-mile runway. It's crazy, but that's Metal Gear for you. But yeah, Volgin, after the facility, you blow up the facility. That's your whole goal, is to like sneak in, blow up the facility, get rid of the Shagohod, and kill the boss. That's your final mission. We'll get to that. So yeah, you blow up the facility, the Shagohod is not destroyed, Volgin gets a hold of it even though you've just beaten him in a boss fight, and he starts freaking chasing you like a mental case. Again, if I can find footage, I'll put some in. It's so funny. Me and my partner were just like dying. It was so good. The vibes were great. And you're on this motorcycle with Eva, and I'm trying to use the sniper rifle to shoot the guys that are chasing you as well on bikes, as well as Ocelots also coming after you. It's absolutely insane. Like, Metal Gear Solid 3 is fucking crazy, but it's so, so good. And Delta is just the best way to experience it, I think, personally. Yeah, you're being chased by the Shagohod and a bunch of people on bikes, and as I'm trying to like use the sniper rifle, I can't use the sniper rifle in first-person mode, so down the sight, because the moment you actually get an aim on someone, she turns the bike, and your aim is just gone, so you can't aim at anyone like that. Then you lower the Shagohod and Volgin over this bridge that has C3, C4 basically, but C3 attached to it, and you shoot the C3. The bridge goes, you think, oh, the Shagohod's gone, cool. And then it just fucking zooms up this ramp of bridge that's left, and you have to fight it. And basically, you have an RPG. You shoot at the little like threads, the tracks, and then you shoot at Volgin after when it's stopped. Great boss fight. Absolutely loved it. Just like a classic action boss fight that you know exactly what to do. It's fun. You just have to avoid the attacks, that kind of thing. Very cool. Liked it a lot. Thought, well, I didn't think. I knew I had to fight the boss at the end, but I thought, oh, that'll be the end of like the hard stuff, I guess. I played on normal, by the way. I have my like, it's not a screenshot. I didn't take a screenshot, but it was like on my Instagram story. I played on normal. I got Panther rank. I don't know if that's good or bad. I felt like I did quite well. To say it was on normal. Let's have a little breath and a drink, I think. Actually, I got this Tetris Red Bull today, and we'll have a little drink of that, see what it tastes like, as if it's not just going to taste like Red Bull. Tastes like Tetris. Tastes like shapes. So yeah, that was incredible. Absolutely loved that part of the game. Then I got onto the boss fight, which also took me like half an hour to 45 minutes. Because basically she has this mechanic where when she CQCs you, she runs up to you and beats you up. You have to try and parry it. It is near impossible to parry. I need to see someone do it like non-lethal. I know it's possible. I just would not be able to. I was too stressed. So she runs over to you, and if you're holding a gun, if you have a gun out or in your inventory, she will take your gun and all your ammo and throw it into the boss ring, basically. And when she does that, I didn't know this because I didn't see her, like, I didn't see it land or anything. I was wearing thermal goggles, couldn't really see anything other than her and some trees and some snakes. And you have to go pick up your stuff. So I didn't realize this whatsoever. I was like, oh, I still have my stuff, I guess. Because I was, for some reason, when she was holding a handgun, and I was like, not registering at all that wasn't the Patriot, that she was literally shooting at you, which is a giant gun. She'll throw your stuff, and then I realized that my inventory was empty, like fully. I had no guns that I was able to use with no ammo. And then I died, obviously, because I had nothing. And then it reloaded, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just put, the stuff I was using back on. It saved after I died and reloaded me with no ammo, no guns I could use or anything, and I could not for the life of me CQC this woman. Near impossible. Crazy. And I was getting really stressed. I didn't think that I would be able to finish the game. I was literally like, when you die and the load screen is there to like press continue. I was just sat there like, I can't beat her. What the fuck am I going to do? I can't beat the game if this is what it's going to be like. Pardon me. And then by some grace of God, some higher intervention, for some reason, I was reloaded with my sniper rifle ammo back. And because the first time I used the sniper rifle, the very first time that I fought her, I nearly killed her. She had a tiny bit of health left, and then she went absolutely mental, and I couldn't get her again, and she killed me. And after that, I didn't have any sniper rifle ammo, and I was like, I'm fucked. Trying to use the handgun, and I had like 30 bullets, which is not enough to get rid of her with a handgun. So, yeah, by some grace of God, higher intervention, higher power, I was loaded back in with, I think, like 50 sniper rifle bullets, or like 30 or something. I had enough to kill her, and it still took a few attempts after that, but I managed to kill her. And after that, it just plays the rest of the game, the rest of the cutscenes and stuff. The stuff with Ocelot was absolutely fantastic. I love Ocelot as a character. Young Ocelot is like just a perfect, not an anti-hero, but he's like the perfect antagonist that then, I guess, kind of becomes your, like, he's your rival. He completely respects you at the end of the game, which is awesome. Loved that. And there's 4 different endings for that too. But, yeah, the end of the game is extremely emotional. Like, I cried a lot. Not as much as I cried at Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2 absolutely destroyed me, but I did not expect to cry this much at Metal Gear Solid 3. Like, I just was sat there with tears running down my face and a frog in my throat, a big lump in my throat, as the end cutscenes were playing. Especially when Eva's talking, like narrating over, you're seeing Snake get his Medal of Valor or whatever it was at the end. and he walks out of the room when everyone's trying to shake his hand because he's just overwhelmed, which is how I felt at the end of the game. And then he goes to visit the boss's grave, and Eva's talking about how, you know, she was completely sacrificed by the government in order to cover up this thing that Volgin did at the beginning of the game during another mission, which was attack America with a nuke, essentially. And yeah, the government decided what they had to do was sacrifice the boss and have one of their own people do it, a CIA agent, so they chose Snake to get rid of the boss, and she's telling him, you have to kill me, and he doesn't want to because she's basically his mom. And his like mentor, and they've spent all this time together. They have an incredible bond, and yeah, I'm getting a little welled up thinking about it and talking about it, but he has to kill her at the end of the game. Wow, okay, I didn't expect this. I'll cut for a minute. I'm not crying, you're crying. So yeah, he has to kill his mentor, which is basically his mom, and the government knew exactly what they were doing. They sacrificed her for their own good, basically. This woman that had served her country for years and years and years, and he goes to visit her grave at the end. I can't remember what it says on it. It says something like, died for her country or something like that. And Snake like salutes and starts welling up, and his face starts going, and I just finished by that time. And then I think the credits roll, and then Way to Fall by Star Sailor starts playing, and I just kept on crying. Like, I've heard that song before. I used to listen to it a lot when I was younger, but I had no idea what it was from. I don't know if it's from the original. I've not seen the original credits, but I assume that it is. And yeah, that song I absolutely have loved for years. So the moment that it started, I was like, no way, this song is on the credits. That like that's where it comes from, I guess. That why people know it. And yeah, I sat through the credits and I cried a lot while I was sat with my partner. And at the end, there's a really cool moment where you find out, like, you hear Ocelot on the phone, and you find out he wasn't who he was either. He was like triple crossing the entire government and that kind of thing. And yeah, I just can't wait to see where that goes in. I assume it kind of continues from there into Peace Walker, because I'm playing Peace Walker next. I've not started it yet, but that's the next Metal Gear that I'll be playing, and I assume we'll get more of the story from there. I don't know, but yeah, Delta is an absolutely incredible game. God, I mean, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater is an incredible game, obviously, because that's what Delta is based on, so we have to give all of that credit to that PS2 game. I don't actually have a copy of that, actually, either. That's the one that I don't have, because the only copies I've ever seen of it in CEX have been just rubbish, and I don't want a bad copy, I want a good copy. So yeah, I mean, all the credit has to go to Hideo Kojima's original game, obviously. And what a game it was, and how original it was for the time. Like, the story is just... I wasn't expecting the twist at all, and I think that's why it got me. Like, I just thought, oh, you know, Snake's gotta kill her because she's defected, so she's just a bad person. But, like, them showing that she wasn't a bad person, the only thing she ever did was for her country. And he has to kill her, even though he loves her very, very dearly. It was very, very touching. And then Eva at the end as well. Good God, I'm just spoiling Delta for anyone that hasn't played it, I guess. But I mean, you don't watch it if you don't want to know. Eva at the end showing to have also betrayed him, but promised the boss not to kill him when that was her mission, to get the Philosopher's Legacy details, and then like kill Snake at the end of it as well. And obviously the boss saved her, so the boss then said, you know, don't kill my boy, and she was like, I'll do that. I'll not kill you. Just absolutely incredible game. I was like just absolutely baffled by it. And on top of that, like, the gameplay in Delta is so smooth. Like, it's what you would expect from a modern game, a modern action game. And it says on the back, the core experience of the original evolved. And I would say, yeah, it is absolutely evolved. Obviously, I haven't played the original, but I have seen some gameplay. And I think, given time, I would have been able to get used to it, but I think this is just a more friendly, far more accessible way to play it these days. Obviously, people have only had the other version for the last 20 years. But yeah, I think people are going to really, really enjoy this if they have played and enjoyed Metal Gear Solid 3 anyway. So yeah, I probably shouldn't yap anymore on this because I have other things to talk about. Only a couple of things, but yeah. Incredible, incredible, incredible game. It had performance issues, apparently. Once again, like with Mind's Eye, I didn't have any. I played day one before patch, and I didn't have any problems with it whatsoever. There was no frame drops, no camera drops, like anywhere. Granted, the gameplay at the beginning is very like. If you've ever played Bloodborne or Dark Souls, and there's been a boss or an area with fire everywhere, and any game really, and your frames tank like hell, like it goes down to like 20 or even 10, something like that. None of that happened here, but in fact, even with the Fury, who is a fire-based boss, I had no frame drops whatsoever, and I can't remember. I can't remember if I played him or beat him before patch or after patch. I think it was before patch, but I can't remember. But either way, I had no frame drops, I had no performance issues, I had no crashes, and I was playing on a base PS5. So I didn't have a PS5 Pro or anything like that, just base PS5, and yeah, I mean, it functioned as it should have done, I think. And just an incredible game. Like, I even said to my partner last night, I don't think it will, but if this got a Game of the Year nomination, I wouldn't be mad if it won. Against Death Stranding 2, and I love Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2 was fantastic. It is everything I had waited for. But as a Kojima game, this absolutely rivals Death Stranding 2, without a doubt. I don't think I'd give it to it, maybe. If I had to choose which one, I'd probably still give it to Death Stranding 2. Death Stranding 2 destroyed me. If you haven't played that game, you need to. And if you haven't played the first one, then you need to. But yeah, what a game. What a game. I hope he gets some kind of nomination. It absolutely deserves it. Ugh, even like Action Game of the Year or something like that. I don't know how that's going to work or if it's even going to appear at the Game Awards. I hope it does, but then it's like, again, like Konami have kind of not done it behind his back, but we all know... Hello? We all know the relationship that Konami has with Hideo Kojima now, and whoever's fault that is, it is what it is. I think they really respected him bringing this out in terms of putting his name where it needed to be and that kind of thing. Props to him because he created the original. But I think if it won a Game of the Year award, it wouldn't be him going up to get it, and that would just kind of feel scummy. I don't know. That's all like gaming politics and things that nobody really cares about or wants to hear about. So yeah, Delta. I mean, play it if you haven't. It's brand new, obviously. Paid full price for it, and it was absolutely worth it. I will absolutely play this game again. Potentially on an easier difficulty, just because... The lighting's doing my head in there. Just because the Fury in the boss fight did my head in. But yeah, I mean, I've played it on normal now, so it is what it is. I can do what I want with it. So yeah, I'll show you the Deluxe Edition and what you get in it, and then we'll just talk about something else, because I've spoken about Delta enough. What an incredible game. Absolutely needs to be played, and it's worth a play, and you should play it. So yeah, that's Delta. Had to cut because my boyfriend just got home. But yeah, talked about Delta first because I just wanted to get through it, make sure I said what I had wanted to say and what I needed to say, and that kind of thing. But the next thing I want to talk about very quickly, well, not necessarily very quickly, I don't want to rush, but this FC Compact, which I believe is a Super Famicom from, I don't know, one of the sites that you get the clones from, I think. Not that that matters. Very, very cool box. I've kept the box because I just love, like, could you call that artwork? I guess that's artwork. But yeah, this came from a friend, subscriber. I don't really want to call him a subscriber, that sounds a bit cringe. Came from somebody here on YouTube, that sounds better. Who's called Goblin Retro, and I've mentioned it before, and you should absolutely go and follow his channel because it's great. He does pickups and talks about retro things. He just recently got a Spectrum, I think from his cousin, and he went through all the Spectrum games and stuff like that. It was really, really interesting actually, because I've never actually seen a Spectrum in action working. But yeah, I sent him, found in a charity shop. If you've seen his channel, you'll know, but he found these CD racks, and they were like, they had all blue, and it was like silver down the side. And he got like 5 in one go. And I found one in the charity shop like a week after seeing his video about it. I just thought it was completely bizarre, and I bought it because I was like, if bro wants another one, then I have it. And I didn't want to leave it, because if I left it, it wouldn't have been there the next time I went. So we bought it, and it was £2. It wasn't expensive or anything, but I was like, he's only got 5. If he wants a 6th one, I've got one. And I just thought it was completely random to find one in the charity shop. Like, it's the most unique looking CD rack I think I've probably ever seen. So to find the same thing that bro just got is like mental. So I bought it, and I messaged him and I was like, if you want another one, I've got one. Let me know. If not, I'll just use it myself, I guess. But yeah, I sent it to him, and he sent me this. And I would have unboxed it from the actual parcel if I'd known what it was. But I opened the parcel and I was just confused, because I was like, I didn't order this. What is this? I'm confused. Not that I wouldn't be happy to find this in the post randomly, but I was like, huh? I didn't like look at the postage label or anything, because my partner was the one that got the parcel, and he was like, it's for you. So I didn't look at it. I was just like, oh, a parcel for me. Okay. I expected it to actually be Leon. No. No. I expected it to be Leon, because I ordered him not long back, like a month ago now, and he turned up after this did, so I thought that it would be Leon. And then I opened it, and I was like, I didn't order this, that's very bizarre. Pardon me. And then my partner was like, yo, what if that's what the guy has sent you from YouTube? And I was like, holy shit. So I opened it, and he left inside, there's the console, but he left a note. I'll read that in a second. But I was just absolutely blown away when I opened this, because it sounds silly, but it's like one of the, you know, the most kind and thoughtful things that's ever happened in terms of anything like random internet social media happenings. Like, I don't even have friends in real life that would give me something so thoughtful. So the fact that a stranger from the internet was just like baffling to me. That's why I was like, holy shit, he sent me this. So basically what it is, there's the lead, 1 second. It's I'll get it all out again. These controllers, by the way, are so cute. Which way up do they go? I think it's that way. Like, the gold with the red looks so good. But yeah, it comes with 2 controllers, and then this cart of 132 in 1 games. I love the shape of these carts as well. When I saw the cart, I was like, it's definitely a Super Famicom, because I've watched the Retro Future and obviously Retro Goblin play with their Super Famicom, and these carts are so cute. But yeah, I got the console out, looked at it, and then put it back in the plastic, because I just wanted to keep it nice. Fuck off, box, you're doing my head in now. So yeah, it's a family computer, and I've never had one of these, never really known anything about them, but I think they're known as Super Famicoms. If they're not, and I look like an idiot, then I apologise. But yeah, I just think it's a really cool thing that I've never had, and it was just really, really thoughtful that a random man on the internet sent me one. And then the cartridge goes in there, and then the controllers go in there, and it's got 2 controllers, so me and Joe can play together, which is really cool. So I'll read the note, because I liked it. It was a charming note. And it's got something else cool with it as well. He didn't only send this. He sent... 1 second, I'll cut this out while I put everything back. I'll put it all back properly in a bit. But he also sent... In fact, I'll read the note first. It says, Elijah, cheers for the rack, my dude. When I see an empty CD rack, it just calls out to me. And... When I see an empty CD rack, it just calls out to me to be filled with games. Haha. I've enclosed possibly the best retro fun which can be had for £10. I had 2 of these, so it will be happier with you. Enjoy, Matt, Goblin Retro. P.S. Have one of the stickers I had printed for my new Mega Drive Stick 2. Ooh, shiny. So, he sent me this Thunder Force 2 sticker that he had printed himself. Oh god, you cannot see it at all. I've left it in this because I just thought it was so cool. 1 second. Oh, there you go. You can see it. How cool is that? Like, that is just awesome. I don't know where the hell I'm going to stick it, or if I'm even going to take it off this note. because I just think this is, as a package, just the most thoughtful thing I think I've ever received. So I just wanted to unbox it on here and show you what it was and just say thank you, Matt. So I really appreciate it. And yeah. I also I got it like a month ago maybe from the mail, and I was like, I need to do a video on it, but I've obviously had Delta coming out and I haven't done a video since then for like 3 weeks, so I wanted to get Delta out and then properly talk about this in a video without just going, he sent me this and then that was it. So yeah, thank you, I really do appreciate it, and I'm glad you've done another video, because I was like, where's Matt gone? It's been 3 weeks. So yeah, now I've talked about that, I'll actually talk about what's in this, and then I'll probably have put it at the beginning after I've talked about Delta, but we'll see how this ends up being edited. But anyway, yeah, this is an incredible little deluxe edition. I think the keyrings come loose in it. Spoiler alert, there's a keyring in here. But it comes in the slipcover, in this hard box, very cool. And it comes with, obviously, the game, which I've already showed you, would have been on the top. Comes with this Metal Gear Solid 3 steelbook, which is, I mean, absolutely gorgeous, obviously. It's got the original cover design on it, the cover art from Yoji Shinkawa, who is very cool. And there's the inside. It's just, like, incredible looking. I mean, I have no idea what the hell to put in here, or if I'll ever put anything in there. Maybe I won't, maybe I'll just leave it like that. But it comes with a steelbook, and then it comes with these art cards, which I'll take this off of. So you have Snake, Naked Snake, very cool, big boss. Then you have the boss, awesome. Then you have Ocelot, amazing, very cool. Then you have Eva, great character. Then you have Volgan, who I dislike a lot. The boss fight was cool, but I just thought it was a bit lame as a character. But he looks ridiculous, and he talks like a knobhead Chad that, you know, thinks he's hard, but he's not. So yeah, very cool that it comes with those. Put Volgan at the back, keep Snake in the front, of course. And then, I can't remember how to take them out, but it comes with this Iron-On Fox Team patch and this exclamation mark keyring, which is very cool, and it's all in this like nice hard box, which has got the Fox logo on the back and then Snake on the front. I thought it'd come loose, but it's not, it's just jingling. So yeah, I mean, 90 quid, it's a lot of money, but for something I'm going to keep for the rest of my life, worth it, I would say. So yeah, didn't have to talk about it a lot, obviously, which I haven't, but yeah, very cool. Really happy I bought it, and I'd say if you can, pick one up if you want to, because this is an incredible little set, and the game is fantastic. Absolutely worth it. So yeah, buy this. There we go. I've kept the game separate because that's going on my actual shelf to go next to the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, and then there is the box. So just two very cool things that we've spoken about, and then the Super Famicom from Matt. And then one more thing I'll quickly talk about is recently I got, you can't see it, it's on the side, I got a GameCube, whoop, and got Twin Snakes on it, because that's the reason I bought the GameCube. Started playing Twin Snakes, by the way, very difficult, very like crazy difficult, difficulty spike in that first level. Like in Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, the guards can't hear you from above. Like if they're on the lower level and you're on the higher level, they can't hear you. But in Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, they can. And I was like, that seems a bit unfair, but whatever. I've not played any more of it. I couldn't even get to the DARPA chief, so I think I'm just going to drop the difficulty and try again at some point. But yes, a deal that I got on eBay with the GameCube, there was one other game that I knew I just had to have. Couldn't live without this game. I absolutely love this franchise. I've played every single game in it now, other than like the Happy Home design and whatever other one. I think there's another one that I can't remember, which is on the 3DS. No interest in playing that. But I knew with the GameCube that I had to get Animal Crossing. I remember playing my friend's Animal Crossing on their DS when I was in primary school, and from there I was like, I need a DS and I need to play this Animal Crossing game. So I did, and that's where I got absolutely obsessed with Animal Crossing. After Wild Worlds, it was the Wii version, which is called Let's Go to the City. And then after that, it was the 3DS version, New Leaf, and then now we have New Horizons on the Switch, which is not as good as all the others, I think. And now, having played this, all that charm that this one had, Wild Worlds had, even the Wii version, and I can't really remember New Leaf. I think New Leaf was okay as well. The charm from these, especially this one, has just been absolutely sucked out of the new version, which is very, very sad. Like, you'll speak to a villager in the new Switch version now, and they just say, like, one or two things, maybe. They don't say much else. They've got, like, just specific things that they say, and maybe it'll change daily sometimes, but most of the time they just kind of say the same thing. Whereas these, you could talk to, and in the DS version especially, I remember, because I played hours and hours of the DS version, you can talk to a villager like 10, 20 times in a row, and they'll say something. I can't speak anymore. They will say something different every single time, which as a kid was like, oh my god, I'm speaking to these animals that I feel like are actual people. So the charm and all, you know, all that personality that went into this game specifically, but then the DS version and even the Wii version, has just been completely sucked out of the new one. So if you get a chance to play either this version or even the DS version, New Leaf even, I feel like was better than New Horizons, then it's absolutely worth it. But the deal I got on eBay, this and the follow along guide I got from eBay for around £100, and if you know, you know. This game alone, complete in manual, like not mint I don't think, but complete with the manual, is £110 in CEX. So to get this guide as well, both for £100, and this is complete, it even has the memory card in it too. I'll get it out. I feel like that's an incredible deal. Even if you go, like, you know, 60-40 game guide, and then even 70-30, feels completely worth it for what I paid for this. This is the game. So it has the disc, which is in fine condition. It's got, I think, a few scratches maybe, but it's mostly fine. The memory card, which is kind of rubbed off a little bit on the bottom, but it works as a memory card. That's all I could really ask for. And then even it has the manual. It has this, like, you know, it shows you what other games are on the GameCube. So one side is a very relevant right now, Player's Choice Super Mario Sunshine side, and then the other side, it has Mario Golf, Pokemon Colosseum, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Pikmin 2, WarioWare Inc., Beyond Good and Evil, Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, which I thought was really cool to have at the bottom, 007 Everything or Nothing, also cool to have, you know, a Bond game on here, and then Mission Impossible, which I can't read that teeny ass writing, very, very cool to have. I love anything like that. And then it's also got the, whatever this would be, like a points thing? Yeah, like a Nintendo points thing. I'm not sure what for, to be honest. And then the GameCube, like, little player manual thing. Is it health and safety manual? All of this, which is what should come with the game, in full, complete condition. The manual is not in terrible condition either. It has, like, a tiny bit of, you know, like, crinkling or whatever, but it's absolutely fine. You can read every page. It's all in colour. I'm really selling this. Complete in box, very, very nice. The only tiny bit of wear on the box is there. I don't care, am I ever going to look at that again? Probably not. And then the guide, which is, I will admit, a tiny bit yellowed. And then, like, down the sides, maybe a tiny bit ratty. But it's got all the pages. It's very, very nice. And at the end, not your average day at the beach for Mario Sunshine. So yeah, I mean, both of those for £100, when this alone costs 110 fully complete. This would cost you like 40 in really good condition. So yeah, 150 quid worth there. I'm really, really happy with. I just wanted to share that at the end of this video because I just think it's really cool. Oh, and then it's got this on the back, which, you know, tells you all the things about the guide. It's got I had one when I was a kid. It wasn't like a proper strategy guide or anything like this. It was a Nintendo DS cheats guide, and it had an Animal Crossing section in it, and I used to read it all the time. It, like, told you all the prices of the fish and the bugs and how to get money every day and stuff like that, and I don't know where it is. If I can find it, I'll show you at some point. But yeah, really, really happy with this because I love guides. You can't see, but I have a bunch of guides here and then down there. I'll have to show you at some point. I've got like a little collection. Would you be interested in a collection of my guides? Let me know, a video. So to add this one for not very much money, it was, but not very much money, I'm really, really happy with it, especially with the game too. And I've been playing it, I said in my last video, I think it was my last video, not the Delta one, the one before, I don't really play retro, so I don't really know why I bought some games from the charity shop that were the PlayStation 2. After that video, I literally plugged in my PlayStation 2 and my GameCube, so I've been playing some PlayStation 2 and some GameCube. Mostly GameCube. I did a whole night where I tested some PS2 games that I hadn't yet tested or played, including those charity shop games, and they all played. I've since... have I got rid of it? I don't remember if I think I've traded Midnight Club. I tried it. It felt like the driving was really good, but I googled if it was difficult because I heard it was, and apparently it gets really difficult towards the end. I'm just not interested in playing a game that's going to be too hard for me to even finish, or that I need to grind to finish on the PS2. I've got other things to be playing and doing, I can't be bothered, so I ended up trading that one in anyway, and got something that I would rather play with it, which I'm happy with. So yeah, that's the video. Just wanted to update on those few things. Thanks again, Matt, for like the third time. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad you're back on YouTube again. Yeah, that's it. Like if you want to. Drop me a subscribe. We've got over 150 subscribers now, 156 I think, which is awesome. I got like 12 in one day. Crazy. Follow my Instagram if you want to. It's collector_catharsis. I'm nearly at 2,300 followers I think, which is really, really cool. Don't know how that even happened, but it did. And yeah, I mean, just watch out for another video, and that's all I can ask for. I hope you have enjoyed watching. And I hope you go play Delta, because it's great. If you haven't, I really, 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 really suggest it being one of your like next games that you play. Or even if you wait for a sale and wait for it to come down, that's totally fair as well. Get it on voucher. Go to Kex and get it on voucher when you can. It's out of stock at the moment. I don't know how that's happened. Someone's obviously traded it and someone's bought it immediately. But yeah, that's the video. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend. See you later.